what's the worst financial advice you ever received growing up?
The worst financial advice.
Like that you thought like could be good, like you know what I mean, like not just
Don't chase money. Money doesn't make you happy. That's the worst advice ever.
really.
Yeah.
You think money buys happiness?
Money definitely makes you happier, for sure. Yeah. And there's a study.
I don't know.
It's not an opinion. It's not an opinion. It's a fact.
No, but wait, we were having a misunderstanding. But say the study.
There was a study back in the day, 2010. You've probably seen this thing where it's like, oh, money does buy happiness up to $70K a year, and then it flatlines.
Yeah.
Okay, so they redid this study where they took these apps and they had these data points that would randomly survey people throughout their day, and they had a lot of different people in the study from all sorts of income, and it found that not only does it not stop at 70, it linearly goes up to 500K, which is the top of where they did the study. So nobody was making more than 500K, but up to 500K, it was still going up linearly. And not only did people that were making more money have more positive emotions, they even had less negative ones. So the people that were making less had more negative and less positive. And as you went up the line, they had more positive and less negative. It was just inverse. People are just more happy if they make more money, all the way up to 500K. And they didn't test pass. So it's like, okay, so obviously there's a lie here. Like obviously something's fishy.
Bro, all I say is I've met too many people who had a lot of money who are very depressed, and I've met too many people who are broke that are happy. And also, like they say, we've all heard this quote: "Money doesn't buy happiness, but I'd rather cry in a Ferrari than cry in a Toyota." And I say maybe no, you'd probably rather cry in the Toyota, because at least when you're crying in the Toyota, the person sitting next to you is there for who like be there because
at least you have
like
something to look up for, like something like a goal.
And also whoever you're with
said that, yeah.
And no, also whoever you're with in the Toyota is there for you. Whereas in the Ferrari, everybody who you meet is like has their own agenda, will have their own ulterior motives behind knowing you. And like for me, I know for sure when I had less money, the people who are around me are probably more real. And by the way, it's you can show me as many facts as you want to, and I'm not saying that you're wrong, but also in my opinion, I think the only problems that money solve are money problems. I've seen, look at Elon Musk. They asked him, "Are you afraid of death?" And you know what he said? His exact words: "I think death would come as a relief to me." And that's the richest man in the world. So, I mean, you can show me studies of people who have 500K, and I'm not trying to like say that you're wrong, but I think that the study is a study, you know what I mean? It's not an opinion.
So
bro,
if you make 500K a year and you're extremely satisfied, I think that if you make 500 million a year, that doesn't continue. Like you're not gonna, there's that amount of happiness doesn't exist. That's not a thing. So yeah, like you said, money solves money problems, and those money problems can go up to 500K a year or plus or whatever that case may be. Like if you're making more money, you can be more generous, you can be yourself at a higher level, and maybe you can do things that would make you happier at a bigger level. Like if giving away $100 to someone makes you happy, then giving away $10,000, you could do that at a higher level, and that will make you happy again as well, and it's a bigger impact. Look, I know there's people that are billionaires that are unhappy,
super miserable.
Yeah, sure, that happens. There also are billionaires that are very happy, and there also are poor people that are miserable and unhappy. So when we talk about this,
so that makes it seem that the money does not correlate with the happiness. That's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is, I think that it does in the beginning stages, from low-income families up to like multi-six figures. It does. I believe that it does. I believe, so if you're in a let's run a thought experiment. If you take like 1,000 random families in the world, and based on different incomes, and you give them more income, or like you put them in a position for them to make more money, so they did it themselves or whatever, I think those families generally would become more happier if they made more money. I think
someone could argue that would be because of the achievement. They felt that they're proud of themselves because they made it.
Maybe it's because of the achievement. Maybe it's because of the freedom that,
because if you say you gave them money, then you look at the lottery winners, they all go broke.
Right, yeah. So that's why I'm saying like not giving them. So putting them in an opportunity to make money.
But if you put them in an opportunity, then maybe it's just because they have a passion and they have a purpose, and that must make them happy. You know what I mean? They had that thing they went to, and
or
they saw growth in,
or maybe it buys them some sort of freedom to do something that they've always wanted to do but they couldn't do.
Yeah.
Maybe this dude just wants to draw and create art all day, and he can't do it.
I think what we're coming to is very interesting, which is a point I think we can both agree on, which is that money doesn't change people, it reveals them, it exposes them, and like how you just said right now, you can be a better version of yourself.
This is what we'll agree on. You're right. Money amplifies who you are.
Yeah.
You should not look for the actual money as a source of happiness. You should not think that you're going to be happy because you have $1 million in your account, because that's just a number on a screen.
Yeah.
That's not going to make you happy.
Mean anything.
It's a tool, but there are things associated with that money that you can use and leverage that money with that will source and fulfill you happiness. Traveling, buying your mom a Porsche, doing whatever. Like there are things you could do with it. The number on the screen itself, objectively, is just some pixels on a screen. It's not going to make you happy. Maybe how you got it will make you happy. Maybe what you do with it will make you happy. So yeah, I think it's a complicated.
But you know, it's also interesting because
it's a complicated topic.
But it's complicated, but it's interesting. Like, I'm enjoying this because also now I'm thinking like, okay, yeah, money can give you the chance to be happy, like traveling and stuff. But when you are making money, we both know how much time do you really have to do those things which we thought we would do as soon as we made the money. Like, I know you're in a very lucky situation where you have things that can kind of run itself. And like obviously YouTube it sounds kind of passive because your videos are just passively making money for you for the rest of your life, the ones which you made in the past, and the affiliate links in their descriptions, and the agency runs itself. But you know what I mean? In the grind, when you're grinding and you're trying to make money, you start making money, you don't have time to do these things like traveling the world and like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. These guys, they're stuck. So they don't really have time to do the things which they thought they would do that should make them happy. So then sometimes that money makes them unhappy because it's taking a lot of their time.
I think that Jeff Bezos and Elon probably are just more like, they feel more of a drive to do those things that they are doing. Like if they were to go and travel and spend time on a beach, they'd be like, I'm wasting my time or something. Like they're probably more excited and more enjoyed or find more enjoyment working on their companies or like building a spaceship or whatever. And that's why they choose to spend time there.
Do you think that's the case, or do you think it's just because they feel a lot of weight on their shoulders, they have a lot of bills to pay, they have salaries, they have people's families that depend on them, and they
they have the ultimate choice. Like at the end of the day, Elon could sell the company to someone else, or he could close it down and he could take a few billion or whatever, how many billions, and do whatever he wants. He has that choice.
Yeah.
He can do that anytime.
But also sometimes I think, and I'm just completely just thinking out loud right now, but also sometimes I think that when you try so hard to make a lot of money, you kind of build this system inside your brain which doesn't allow you to ever switch it off, which is like this constant thought that you should be working right now. And I'm sure you can relate. Have you ever felt the feeling where like you should be enjoying a moment but you're just thinking about, I'm not working? You know that feeling? And the more you will continue to work, the harder it will become to leave that path, because the stronger that push will be to continue working. You know what I mean? That it's like a muscle. Every time that you wanted to chill, but you push yourself to work hard, which was good, it becomes so strong that you can never turn that thing off, and you can never relax in the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Because you've just devoted yourself to that mission so hard and for so long that you can't do anything else ever again.